Welcome to a special holiday edition of Patriot Pride. I'm Matt DeBow. This month, we decided to switch things up a bit by interviewing a group of hand-picked teachers as well as covering some special events going on throughout the high school. Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Rachel Fight here today with Matt Taylor, starting forward for the Wayne Hills JV boys basketball program. Matt, who are the key players on this year's JV squad?
Well, this year we have a really good center. His name's Scott Schultz. In Hills we call him Iowa, and he's about 6'4", 250. Some of you may know him from the football team, and he's really going to be a key this year on the boards. And Mike Peischel, also another senior leader on this ball club. He's going to have to do a nice job running the team, keeping everyone in control. And then we have a freshman by the name Steve Lacarica, and he's going to be the starting point guard. And he's really shown a lot in the first few weeks of practice, so I think we have a lot of experience in that backcourt. Maybe not by age, but just skill alone.
Good. Who are the starting 5 players in this year?
Well, it'll be Scott Schultz as the center. The 2 forwards are Nick Romeo, Mike Colacurcio. And the 2 guards, like I said, are Steve Lacarica and Mike Peischel.
What about the returning players? Are the starting 5 all returning players?
Well, actually, everyone on this team did not start last year. Last year, they had all 5 seniors. Now, we have 4 starting seniors. Actually, 3 starting seniors, a junior, and a freshman. So maybe we're low in the experience category, but we got a lot of skill players. And Mike Peischel, being a quarterback, he knows how to run a team and keep everyone disciplined. So, the team's going to be very disciplined and late in the games.
How has the team improved from last year to this year?
Well, last year they had a lot of skilled players, but they didn't use the word team. Now everyone's using the ethic that the coach uses, which is play defense and take charges. So I think on the defensive end, it's going to be a much improved ball club. And as long as they could score, they'll be in most games.
That's good. What about any season predictions? Who are you guys looking forward to playing?
Well, obviously the big rivalry is going to be Ramapo. They're always very good. They always find ways to win games. And also another big rivalry is Old Japan. They've been very good in the last few seasons, not only football, but also basketball as well. And then every game this year is always competitive because a game is a game, and each game, whether it's Ramapo or Fairlawn or Bergenfield, they all count the same in the standings.
Last question, what about this new coach, Coach Catalano?
Well, you could tell that he knows a lot about the game, but he demands excellence and he demands perfection pretty much. And if you don't play defense, he's telling you straight out that he's going to take you out of the game. So you pretty much got to follow his tactics, or you're not going to play for him.
Well, thank you, Matt. And once again, I'm Rachel. We'll be back after this.
Hi, I'm Samuel Ulrich, and I'm joined today with Mr. Keogh to talk about the college process. How should seniors make plans to visit colleges?
Well, Sammy, thank you for inviting me. And as one of the counselors here at Wayne Hills, your question is about how the seniors should begin the process?
Yes.
Okay. The process really begins when a senior decides that they want to attend a college. And the first step in the process is to identify what is important for them. What are they looking for in a college? And one of the things is that they want to be looking at, have they identified a program of study that they would like to pursue? And once they've identified that a particular college offers that program, all the other factors in terms of the size of the school, the distance from their home in Wayne, the setting, whether it be an urban setting, a suburban setting, or a rural setting, all of those factors enter into the ultimate decision process.
And what should a senior look for in a college?
I think some of the things that I just mentioned they want to be looking at. And I think that when they're thinking about a college, they want to be considering, can I picture myself living in this environment and studying in this environment for 4 years? It's not simply a vacation where they're going to go for 1 week and say, wow, this was a wonderful experience, but rather is it the educational and social environment that they're going to want to not only enjoy, but be able to reflect back on in the future and say that was a really positive experience in those 4 years.
What should juniors do to start getting ready for the college process?
Juniors, and one of the things that I maintain for students and for parents is it is never too early to begin that college process. So for freshmen and sophomores who have an interest and already know that they want to attend college, they can begin this same process of reviewing and investigating different schools and different programs. The juniors in particular, shortly most of the juniors at our school have taken the PSATs. and the PSATs are going to be reported to them within the next week or so. Once they get the PSAT scores, that will give them an idea as to whether or not they're going to want to take a review course for the SATs, whether they're going to want to study on their own, whether they're going to want to engage with a private tutor to prepare for the SATs, which will be offered in April, May, and June of junior year.
And explain briefly the new SATs.
Okay, the new SATs versus the old SATs is the old SATs broke down into two categories: verbal portion and the mathematics portion, so that a student could score between 200 and 800 on each of those sections for a maximum of 1,600. The new SAT changes a little bit. There's still a mathematics section, but now the verbal section has been broken down into critical reading and writing. So now the minimum score could be 600, 200 on each of those three sections, but now the maximum has gone from 1,600 to 2,400.
How can parents help their kids through college process?
I think the best suggestion I can give is the importance of the student and the parents working together. I think the student should be talking with their parents about what they're feeling, and it should work both ways, so that is an ongoing dialogue and that they're making that decision as a family.
Thank you for joining us today. We'll be back.
Welcome back to Patriot Pride. I'm Matt DeBow. We're sitting down with Mr. Kirsch here in the Social Studies office on site. Now, Mr. Kirsch, over the past 2 years, you've made quite a name for yourself. What inspired you to become a Spanish teacher?
Senor Cleary, who was a teacher here, a Spanish teacher here at Wayne Hills in the late 80s, early 90s, was my teacher, both as a freshman and a junior, and he inspired me to be a teacher.
Now, when you come into the school year, what's your model student? Like, if you could pick one student, what would their traits be?
Model student would be a student who's always prepared for class, one that comes on time, one that's, I guess, respectful would be extremely important. Respect.
Now, what were some of the goals you set for yourself as well as the students coming into the school year?
This year, I just wanted to build on some of the things I started last year, improve my instruction as best as I could, try to infuse some technology into my lessons, and just try to make them better and more interesting.
Now, Wayne Hills High School as a whole, how does this compare to some of the other high schools you've come in contact with?
Well, as compared to other schools, one thing that really stands out about Wayne Hills, I would say, is the amount of school spirit and pride that the students have, not just in their academics, but in the athletic area, too. A lot of school spirit here at Wayne Hills.
Was there a change in your teaching techniques from last year, your rookie year here at Wayne Hills, to this year with a little more experience?
I would have to say that students have told me that I've gotten to be more strict, so I guess that would be the change.
Now, you have this strict set of rules you got in your classroom, but how do you make it fun? How do you really make your Spanish classroom stand out from the rest?
Well, I don't know if it stands out. The only thing I can say is I always have in my teaching tried to incorporate humor and make it a comfortable environment for all students so that, it's the learning is fun. So I think humor would be the answer to that.
All right, last question. This is from a student. Prior student, Ricky Pastiglione, gave us this question.
Yeah.
He wants to know, why are you so pimp?
Why am I so pimp? Well, I am pimp, and I guess the only answer to that is I have a lot of pimposity, and I think that that's a trait that you're just born with. I don't think you can acquire that.
The man himself, Mr. Kirsch, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Take care.
Spirit Week is a time where everyone comes together and shows their school spirit. This year, Monday was Hat Day, Tuesday was Decade Day, Wednesday was Pajama Day, Thursday was Hawaiian Day, and Friday was Color Day.
Hi, I'm Mr. Terso, and I'm co-advisor with Ms. Amaral with Student Council. And this year's Spirit Week was an extremely successful event. We raised around $3,000, collected enough food to feed 29 families in Wayne, and In addition to the families in Wayne, we're also going to make a delivery to Eva's Kitchen, which we do yearly, and drop the remainder of that food, which fills up half the bus. The event itself, the rally, I have to say it was the best one in terms of everyone was into it. There were no disruptions, no problems, and I think the student body should be proud of their accomplishment this year with the rally and with the week in general, because we did raise a lot of money for a charity that we have to figure out where we're going to send it, and also student council for scholarships and things like that. Plus the food that was collected does go to feed people who are worse off than us. So all in all, 2005 Spirit Week was a success.
A bunch of seniors came together and we united, and we came together. We said, we need to put an everlasting touch on the school for this 1 week. It's called Spirit Week. The seniors were orange, the juniors are purple, the sophomores are green, and the freshmen are pink. So what happens is, we were the construction workers as a senior. I'm a senior. And the night before, we got a whole bunch of cones, streamers, caution tape, pretty much anything you could think of. And we just wrecked everything on the oval and on the front of the school. Cheerleading team, which was not all together. At the beginning, the varsity team came together, and then they split off into grades. And they took the cheers that they had from their cheerleading, they incorporated it with their name. The dance team was real good. They performed to music, which is not an easy task for some people to do, to go out in front of a whole bunch of people, especially their peers. So you got to give them a lot of credit and give the cheerleaders a lot of credit.
This year's 2005 Spirit Week was an overall successful turnout. We raised numerous amounts of money in cans for donations. The sophomores placed 4th, the juniors 3rd, the freshmen 2nd, and the seniors 1st.
It's always good to have seniors win. It's essential. So like when you jump up and down when you do it. You're happy and everything. You're smiling. You feel good driving away. You see some other classmen. You get in their face, not harmfully, of course. You didn't win. Like corny stuff like that. Exactly how I said it too.
Welcome back. My name is Jen Allison, and I'm here today with Mr. Palzewski. Hello, how are you, Mr. Palzewski?
Doing very well, thank you. How are you?
Very good, thank you. What is your main role in WHHS now that Mr. Santangelo is out in surgery? What is your role around the school now?
Well, since Mr. Santangelo has been out on surgery, I've been named the acting vice principal, so my primary responsibilities are grade 9 and 11 in terms of any discipline issues. I also help out with, I still maintain my role as doing the attendance and the computer system, make sure that all the teachers are up to speed and we're keeping an accurate accounting of all you young students.
Okay, now the absentee rate is still 20, right?
Oh, you mean the number of days that
yes.
The board policy in terms of the number of days that you're allowed to be or not allowed to, that we would accept and still give you credit for your coursework is still maintains at 20. None of that has changed. Just the way that we are accounting for students within the building has changed.
Oh, shucks. All right. How different is it to be the vice principal of a high school rather than the dean of students in middle school? Because I was around there when you were dean of students.
Yes, I remember you well.
Yeah.
Only good things, though.
Oh,
Only
thank you.
Yeah. Most of my experience, or in fact all my experience prior to going to Scholar Colfax, was in the high school. So I enjoy getting back to the high school. The maturity level is a little greater. The ability to have more intellectual conversations with students is greater. So, my role has changed. I'm not as much as a referee in between, disputes between friends as much as trying to promote more academic type of areas.
Oh, okay, good times, good times. Overall, which set of students are better, the high school or the middle school?
Well, I think that they both have their positive attributes, and you're not going to catch me into
come on.
saying one's better than the other. They both have positive attributes, and it's just a different maturation level, So I wouldn't say one's better than the other. I think they both have their benefits.
But everybody knows high school is better. Anyway, what are the main disciplinary problems with the students of Wayne Hills nowadays?
Quite honestly, we don't have a great deal of discipline problems. I think the kids are well behaved. I think they're studious. I think their priorities are in line. Occasionally, I think that our students sometimes lose control of their emotions. They may say or do something, before they think about it. But as they realize what their actions were, I think they're remorseful, and I think that generally we have a great student body.
Yeah, growing up, it's fun. All right. Have the problems become worse or much better over the past years? Have they improved? Less violence? Food fights?
There are no food fights to date, knock on wood, and we're going to maintain that. And I think that our students realize there's no place in school for that type of behavior. Not being here in the past, I couldn't really tell, but my perception of being here for 3 or 4, 4 months now, I guess, is that we have an outstanding building. We have great students who are, well disciplined and really bring credit not only to the school but to their parents.
All right, thank you, and we'll be back.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Samuel. I'm joined again with Mr. Keogh to talk about the bowling team. Mr. Keogh, what is a typical practice like?
Practices in bowling and the popularity of bowling has really increased in the past few years, and as the girls bowling coach this year, the way the practices work is during tryouts, that's when really the practices take place. But once our season begins, there are no longer formal practices, but we have competitions every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in our league.
And you said that you did hold bowling tryouts. What were they like?
The bowling tryouts, yes, take place prior to the beginning of the season, and any girl, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, or 12th grader, has the opportunity to try out, and they will bowl 2 games for 4 days. So they will have a total of 8 games, and their averages are calculated, and the team is determined in that manner.
And what is a bowling meet like?
The bowling competitions are very exciting because all of them are held at Parkway Lanes in Elmwood Park. And the entire North Bergen Interscholastic League, every team comes to that bowling alley on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So although you are bowling on different lanes against different teams all the time, you see that same group of coaches and the same group of boys and girls every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So it's a very dynamic environment, and it's very competitive, and it's very good-spirited.
How many players make up a bowling team?
The way it's set up is there are 5 girls who will bowl varsity and 5 boys who will bowl varsity, and there will be 5 boys or girls who make up junior varsity. And they will be bowling against another team that has the same 5 girls, 5 boys on varsity, and the middle will be junior varsity, a mixture of boys and girls.
What would be considered a good score?
That's a very hard question to answer. I think that certainly an outstanding score would be, for the girls, would be 200. But anything that is over 140, I certainly would consider to be a good score. I think it's important that we're always, as part of Wayne Hills, is focusing on consistency, is that the girls begin to bowl consistently so that they will record scores that are in the same range, so that one game they're not bowling a 140, the next game they're bowling a 70, the next game they're bowling a 150, and then a 90, but rather they're bowling consistently 130, 140, 142, and that's really the goal of bowling, is that you can do and reproduce the same effort and the same results over and over again.
And who are this year's captains?
This year we have 2 captains, senior Jackie Goldstein and junior Nikki Rule.
Okay, thank you for joining us today. We'll be back.
Hello, I am Jenna Altai, and I'm here today with Dr. Henry Medallion, part of Medallion Chiropractic Life Center, and he is here today to talk to us about the Wayne Alliance, which prevents kids from using drugs in our fair town. Hello, how are you today?
Hi, Jenna.
Okay.
How are you?
First of all, what is the Wayne Alliance?
Well, the Wayne Alliance started from the Governor's Council, where they wanted to put groups together in townships so that they could work towards preventing alcohol, drug, and tobacco awareness. Actually, that's what they wanted to do. And so with the Wayne Alliance actually started in 1990. So we're actually been here for over 16 years in Wayne. Wow. And basically what it is, it's a prevention, intervention, and education for the students, for the town as well. We work with youth groups, civic organizations. We work with also businesses and just in the community in general. And also, it's really to bring awareness to the community, as well as with the parents too. We like working with the parents as well, so that they could be educated so they could prevent or intervene when it's needed.
That's very good. That's good stuff. What measures do you take to protect our town? Like what kind of advertising do you do?
Well, actually, it's not the advertising that we do. We do certain functions. Like we just recently at the Packanack golf course, we had our tee-off against drug abuse. So what we do is we just basically we find people who are interested in just making kind of awareness. We want to raise money too. The other thing is that we're having a celebrity basketball. That's going to be in May 5th. We're going to have the Harlem Masters. There's going to be a basketball game. It's going to be at Wayne Valley. We had it last year, and we have like the mayor, we have firemen, we have policemen, we have just people in the community in general playing against these individuals, and it's really fun because we encourage all the families to bring their little kids and all, and they have a message as well to everyone that's in the community about drug awareness, drug abuse. And we really had a good time. We had a good time. So that's going to be May 5th, and it's going to be on a Friday night. It's going to be at the Wayne Valley High School.
A lot of people are going to be interested in our town. Everybody likes basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're a great team too. The people that we're having coming here. So
that sounds very interesting. What is your role in the Wayne Alliance? What do you do? What is your part?
Well, actually, that would be why did I join the Wayne Alliance? It's because personally, with me, what I believe in is that that health comes from inside out the body, and that it really goes along with what I believe in my philosophy, in my chiropractic philosophy on health. So it just goes hand in hand. Plus, I've been a Wayne resident all my life. I did go to Valley.
Valley.
And so it's something that I'm interested in helping the community itself out. And what we do is we meet every third Wednesday at the town hall, and it's at noon, and it's open to the public. And what we do is we put projects together. We help other organizations out as well. And we have parents that come to the meetings too, and they interject their ideas and thoughts. And we really want parents and just the community in general to come to these meetings too, because they give us really good input in what they see as well. And then it's something that I just find that works great hand in hand with my belief system and all. And plus I have 3 little boys,
Keeping it healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. And we just want things to be so that they don't have to deal with these issues as they grow. But unfortunately, it's going to be there all the time, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, health really does start in the home, so you have to start from there.
Absolutely.
Yes, it does. What measures have you taken to capture the attention of ADD-stricken teenagers such as myself in any kind of perspective, like candy, I don't know. Like what have you done to take the attention of teenagers?
Okay, so your question again?
Yeah, what measures have you taken to capture the attention of teenagers?
Oh, okay. So these are programs that we have at the high schools. And so we we do programs within the schools from grade schools up, and we actually have speakers that go there. We actually work with the police department too. So they have people that will go and speak to grade schools. We'll have things that will go to groups within the high school as well, to go and speak to them on prevention and what they can do to, if they do have a problem as well. We encourage people to come and speak out because that's really important too. We just don't want to hide the problem. So we do have groups that go out, and again, we're open to anybody if they would like us to come and speak to their group or whatever, maybe a high school or even a senior group and all. We have people that will come out and speak to them.
That's great. Thank you. Well, thank you for coming today. It's been a pleasure. Thank you. This has been Jenna Altai with Dr. Medallion. Please don't do drugs. Hello, I'm Jenna Altai, and I'm here today with Ms. Rosenstock, one of our great guidance counselors. Hello, Ms. Rosenstock. How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Very good. Very good. This is now your second year here at WHHS. Do you enjoy it here?
I love it here. I have had a great experience last year, and I'm having a very good year this year.
Yeah, you're at the high schools as much as I am, too. It's good times. What exactly are your duties, and what do you do?
Okay. Basically, my duties are to help the freshmen in their transition to high school. So that would mean that I monitor all their academic progress. I look at every report card and interim meet with any students who are not doing well. I run small groups to help students who are dealing with various issues deal with them better. I go into the classrooms and do presentations and work with students on study skills and being organized. I also do a whole project with them on careers and what careers are out there. They also learn how to do their GPA and class rank. I also do a lot of work with teachers and parents.
Very nice, very nice. How do you feel about the student body this year? Are they out of control or are they little nice children?
You mean the freshman class themselves?
No,
or
just like the
overall?
whole student body.
I think overall we have a very nice student body. I think we have a lot of involved students, a lot of students who are really excited about being here and their futures and being on the right track.
Oh, okay, good times. Good student body, that's always good. Do you feel the freshmen have a hard time adjusting to the high school? Well, you know, do they, is it because of the bullying or are they good? Are they feel comfortable?
I think that for most students, they do have a hard time, and you can remember last year.
Yeah.
I think there's a very big change coming from the middle school to the high school, and at the beginning of the year, students are absolutely petrified of all of you older students.
Yeah.
And then they get here and they feel okay about being here, but then it becomes academic issues. There are concerns about, you know, they haven't really had as much demands put on them as they do once they get to high school, so that becomes an issue. Figuring out how to manage their time, all those things become big issues for them. And I think after freshman year, it kind of becomes more under control.
Yeah, I remember middle school, watching Teletubbies, high school, you know, it's much more rough and tough. All right, how do you help these freshmen through their difficulties?
I help them by, you know, meeting with them, finding out what the problem is, seeing how we can, you know, fix it, encouraging them to talk to their teachers, to go for extra help. I also meet with parents and meet with teachers. I talk to students, go into the classrooms and make presentations to students and talk to them and lead discussions about, you know, how they can better manage their time, how they can study, different tools they can use, things like that.
Oh, okay. Brilliant, very nice. How does the new wing help the freshmen?
I think the new wing helps the freshmen because, like I said before, when they come in from middle school, it's very overwhelming. The school's much bigger than Schuyler is. The students are all much bigger than they're used to. So I think it's nice because they're all kept in one part of the building with each other. They see familiar faces. They feel like it's not as big and overwhelming. They don't get lost as much.
And they have huge lockers.
And they have huge lockers
That
so
is
they can
not
put all their
fair.
books.
I mean, we have more experience. We should have more lockers. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming today.
You're very welcome.
And we'll be back.
Thanks for joining us for the special holiday edition of Patriot Pride. Once again, I'm Matt DeBow, and on behalf of the Patriot Pride crew, have a safe and happy holiday.
And welcome to this month's edition of Patriot Pride. I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Matt. On this month's edition, we're going to be taking a look at a wide variety of clips from hot dogs to fashion to cheerleading.
So don't go away, we'll be right back. This year's girls basketball team has been playing their hardest. Even though they aren't having an easy season, they will fight hard to come out on top. Now let's take a look at what happens when these talented all-stars take it to the hoop.
Hi, I'm Courtney Vaca. I'm a senior at Wayne Hills High School, and I've been playing the girls basketball team for 4 years. The girls' record this season is 6-5, but we played in some really close games, and we probably should have won some that we did wind up losing. During practices, we usually go over plays, we shoot around, we practice our foul shots, do a lot of layups. We usually worry about the team that we have next. We go over their game plan, their defense, their offense, and we get ourselves ready for the game that's coming up. The key players that we have this year include senior Michelle Lala, who's our 2-guard, 3-guard. We also have senior Megan Tierney, who's another key player, who's our 4. We have sophomore Linda Stambuli as our point guard. We have Katie Ash as our shooting guard. I play center. And then we have a couple of people off the bench like Allison Linsky, who really steps it up for us and plays point guard. We have Becky Oles, who is a really good post player and works really hard. And we have Alex Verdun, who's another really good post player who comes off the bench and really helps us out a lot. This year we hope to accomplish getting past the first round of counties. We hope to get a home game. As for statewide, we hope to also pass the first round, which is as far as we got last year and the furthest we've gotten in 7 years. So we're also hoping to finish with a bang for the seniors that are here.
Hi, my name is Alex Verdun, and I'm on the Wayne Hills varsity girls basketball team, and our record is 500, which means we're 6-6. We go over plays, we scrimmage, we do team shooting. We've been in season since the day after Thanksgiving. We had tryouts and then we started games. Some things that I want to accomplish this season is to get into counties and get to states and win counties and win states. Hi, my name's Katie Ash. I'm on the Wayne Hills girls basketball team. Some key players that we have are Michelle Lala, she's a senior and a captain, and Courtney Vaca, who's also a senior captain. And Megan Tierney is another key player, and she's our other senior. We're looking forward to having a good season and just winning a lot of games and staying positive. And come watch us.
This year, the team is determined to do their very best. With a 6-6 record, they are ready to beat their toughest competitors and come out on top to ultimately win counties and states. Watch out as the girls' basketball team exceeds the expectations.
In 2005, Wayne Hills was the perfect place to sport the year's hottest fashions and trends. Students in the halls enjoyed everything from juicy velour outfits to television shows such as Laguna Beach and Lost. Whatever designer brands you're looking for, Wayne Hills students are wearing it.
Throughout the halls of Wayne Hills are trends and styles that have left a lasting impression, from mini iPods to destroyed denim to OC. We'll take you down the halls to reflect what was big in 2005.
She says she's no good with words, but I'm worse. But started out a joke of a romantic stuck to my tongue. Way down with words too. Turn up the bass!
Looking back on 2005, I'd say there were a couple fads. Probably clothing-wise, nothing really changed. Probably people are still wearing like Abercrombie, Hollister, and that stuff, but there's a little more like punk kind of thing.
Ugg boots will always be at Wayne Hills. It's like inevitable. Destroyed denim jeans were really big, actually. The ones with all the holes and like all the paint splattered on them. I think that the long tank tops were in during the summer and still now. You know, people wear them underneath sweaters and whatnot.
Technologically, if that's a word, they had iPods were huge. You had the mini iPods, the micro nano iPods, there's a million kinds of iPods. Then you have the Sidekick phones were huge. A lot of people got the Sidekick phones and also the Razr phones. Xbox 360 came out, so that was really big. A lot of people were buying that. I still don't own it because it's hard to get still.
Grey's Anatomy is really good, so is House, Lost, 24. I hate the OC, but it's very popular. OC is very popular, but I hate it.
Well, for some losers, I'd say OC is popular. I mean, that's just my opinion. Yeah, OCX has taken on to the world, basically. Lagoon Beach. Lagoon Beach was an amazing show this summer. Every day.
I'm embarrassed to say this, but Laguna Beach will always be my guilty pleasure.
Two of my favorite shows this year are Lost, which was huge. That's just a great show. And House, I thought it was really good. And, of course, I can't forget My Name is Earl. Awesome show. The show's hysterical if you haven't seen it. So those are probably top 3 new shows.
2005 was a great year for cowboy boots, techno, and big sunglasses. These fashions can only leave us wondering what will come next.
This year's competition cheerleading squad is working very hard in preparation for their upcoming competitions. Working hard at practice several days a week, the team has been able to perfect their phenomenal routine, as well as the stunts, jumps, and tumbling that correspond. Their coach, Tony Ann Fredericks, has pushed the girls so far this winter to make them the best they can when performing on the floor. We wish the cheerleaders the best of luck at their future competitions.
Yo, give me something to dance to. Dance to.
My name is Joanna Schrank. I'm a junior on the competition team this year at Hills. Our coach is Tony Ann Fredericks. She's been our coach for 3 years now. And she makes us work really hard, but in the end it pays off. She makes us run and work on the cardio machines in the beginning of practice, and then we work on stunts and jumps to make them hit and look better. And then towards the end of practice, we run through our routine to make sure that it looks the best we can. And it's a lot of hard work, but in the end it pays off because it just makes our routine look that much better.
My name is Caitlin Dembicki, and I'm a freshman competition cheerleader at Wayne Hills High School. And we are getting our dance choreographed at an all-star building, and we've been working really hard on jumps and stunts. And our stunts and jumps have improved a lot over the past couple weeks. We're looking forward to competing as a team, and we're working really hard. And we're really excited. All the stunt groups are going really well.
Our key flyers this year are Jillian Walsh, Ashley Campbell, Ashley Weiseltier, Alexa Cornitzer, and Caitlin Dembicki. The stunts we do in the routine are a basket toss, an arabesque, cubies, and show and goes. And at first they were very unsteady, but we've been able to perfect them a lot, so they look a lot better.
Hi, I'm Jessica Delavopi. I'm a junior on the team, and this season our team has been able to perfect in the jumping section as well as the tumbling section. And for the jumping section, our team has been able to do a pike as well as a toe touch. And for the tumbling section, we've perfected on round-off handsprings, tucks, layouts, and our top pass is a full.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Dowling. I'm a sophomore on the Wayne Hills competition cheering squad here at Wayne Hills. We stepped it up a lot this year. We're competing down the shore, a couple in North Jersey, but most down the shore. We're also competing in New York for a couple competitions, and one of the big competitions we're going to at the end of the year is in Boston, and that's an overnight weekend one, and we'll be there from about a Friday to a Monday, and it's a 2-day competition. It's pretty big, and we're all looking really forward to that. It's just very different. It has a lot of different moves in it that'll strengthen our routine, also with the cheer, and we have a lot of new different kind of stunts and different transitions that are pretty cool. Wayne Hills competition squad has been doing a great job prior to their season, excelling in all aspects of the sport. We wish them the best of luck in their future competitions to come.
Thanks for joining us again for this month's edition of Patriot Pride. Once again, I'm Matt.
And I'm Caitlin. See you next month as we wrap up the winter sports and give you an SAA preview.
See you then. Hi, and welcome to Patriot Pride. I'm Matt.
And I'm Caitlin. Over the next 30 minutes, we will be wrapping up the winter sports season and previewing SCA. So don't go away, we'll be right back. This year's SCA members, overalls, and officers have been working very hard preparing for their fantastic performance in March. The theme for SCA 2006 is A Night at the Oscars. Ms. McLean, the SCA advisor, has put together a great show along with captains in overalls who have made up phenomenal dances. We wish both the maroon and white team the best of luck during their performances.
Be happy. Come on, let's go get it on. Be happy. Be happy. Come on, let's go get it on. Be happy. Everybody, let's go have some fun.
Hi, my name is Jasmine. I'm the maroon overall for SBA 2006. This year we have a great show. All the captains have been working really hard to put together 4 amazing dances. I've been a captain for the past 2 years. Last year I was maroon jazz, and the year before I was the captain for maroon aerobics. Last year my dance came in first place, which was very exciting. SDA is so much fun this year. It's a great show. You should definitely come and check it out. Go Maroon.
Hi, I'm Hannah.
And I'm Gemma.
And we're captains for Maroon Aerobics this year.
The theme for the entire show is SCA A Night at the Oscars. We're Saving Private Ryan for Best Picture. And this is our second year being captains together. Last year we were captains for Maroon Palm.
We got 3rd place last year, and we got Best Solo.
And this year SCA is going by really quickly, and it's doing really good this year. I think it's a lot better than last year.
Hi, I'm Jamie Placamento.
I'm Patrick.
And we are captains for SCA Maroon Jazz this year.
Our theme this year is Best Actress for Liza Minnelli.
We have a really good group of girls. They have been working hard, a lot of practice. We're getting a lot done. We only have a couple more weeks left, but we're doing really well.
And we're really excited.
My name is Kristen Searfeld, and I'm captain in Nicole Fernanda for White Jazz. The theme for our dance this year is Best Actress, so it's Julie Andrews. And we're going to be using songs from Mary Poppins, Sound of Music, Princess Diaries, Thoroughly Modern Millie, and other types of movies that she's in.
My name is Kristen Schreck. I'm SDA captain with Candice Margiata. Our team is John Travolta and we're White Palm. And all the costumes came in and we're really excited because the dance is coming together really good and our solo is good and we'll be really prepared in March.
Overall for Maroon this year is Jessica Diamond. And overall for White is Lauren Cava, and they're both working really hard to make sure that all the girls are at the practices and that everything's going smoothly with the dances. And they also have to make up captain's dance, which is pretty hard, but that's looking really good, so they're doing a good job with that. The advisor for SDA is Ms. McLean, and she's making sure that everything gets done as well. She handles all the dirty work, basically. And the president of SDA is Carly Rolnick, and the vice president is Stephanie Kale.
The girls are working very hard this year to prepare for their upcoming show in March. We wish both teams with the best of luck on their performance.
The Wayne Hills ice hockey team worked hard throughout the season with head coach Darren Emerkadian. Even though they did not play up to their expectations, the Patriots did win the Mayor's Cup, presented personally by Mayor Scott Romano. Hopefully the same hard work and dedication will carry over to their next season.
Yes, well, the hockey season so far is off to a rough start, but we seem to be slightly regaining our ground. We're about 5-10 or 11. It's not that good, but doing better than we were in the beginning. You still got our star players, Albert Campbell, captains, and Captain Dave Rogers putting in a lot of goals for us. So far, I mean, we'll see what happens down the road. We could keep regaining our ground, maybe get a little better record by the end of the season, and we still have a shot at the NBIL championship again like we did last year, so something to hope for. I think states are kind of out of the question, but we'll see what we can do. So far we've been switching off goalies between our 2 goalies, and it's tough not having a goalie you can solidly count on every game, but they've both been doing pretty well, stepping up when they had to. And but we're just still looking for that number 1 spot we can have a solid goalie for.
Hey, I'm Eric White. I play hockey for Wayne Hills. I want to talk a little bit about the future of the hockey team. Well, this year we had some good freshmen on our team, including Kevin Spadaro and Matt Weinstein. Both really good, you know, had a couple goals, helped the team a lot. And then we also have some seniors next year that are juniors this year, like Albert Campbell and Matt Spadaro, Kevin Spadaro's brother, and a lot of other good kids that are coming up. So I'd say the future looks pretty bright for the Wayne Hills hockey team. Unfortunately, we have some seniors that are leaving this year that really helped the team out a lot, including our captain, Dave Rogers. Big help on the team, one of the best players. Micah Bate, also great. Ricky Fernicola, Kevin Capola, the list just goes on and on. Eric Suntop, we're missing all of them. They all played a lot this year. They all helped out the team a lot. Hopefully they'll help us win our division again this year.
Matt Cutler, I'm the public address announcer for the Wayne Hills Hockey Patriots at the Ice Vault. If there's one thing I've noticed, and there are plenty of things, is the overall chemistry on this year's team is nowhere near last year's as far as working with the passing and the chemistry as far as even guys on the bench talking and communicating. It's not there, and the record has showed it. They have not playing up to their potential, and I spoke to Coach Amerkanian, and he's not satisfied. He still wants to stress, winning and competing at the highest level, and so far that has not been the case.
With the new coaching staff and senior leaders, the Wayne Hills boys basketball team finished their 10-14 season strong. Freshman players also stepped up this season and increased outside shooting percentages. The basketball program here at Hills has come a long way and will continue to grow, as so do the dominating players.
This year, the Wayne Hills boys basketball team has come a long way, with seniors Mike Peischel, Nick Romeo, Justin Donnarumma, and Michael Calicurcio, a new coach and star freshman players. This year's varsity team that started out slow finished very strong.
We started the season off slow, but now, after listening to our new coach in Catalano, we brought in a lot of knowledge. We had a 5-game winning streak, and we're looking ahead to 500 this year. We're 10-14, and we hope to get 500.
In the beginning of the year, there was a starting 5, and now there's just a little bit different. Mike Calicurcio started at the beginning of the year, really hot. He was one of the better shooters. Still is one of the best shooters on the team. He's a fellow senior of mine.
We had new coaches here, Jim Catalano. He came in, a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of arrogance, and he's doubled our winning percentage. We won twice many games than last year, and a lot more enthusiasm.
Hi, I'm Coach Catalano. It's my first year at Wayne Hills. I'm having a real good time, and I'm doing this because the young ladies have a project, and I hope they get an A on it.
Then I got inserted into the starting lineup, and actually worked out well. Also, there's 2 freshmen who play. One's a starter, Steve Lacarica. He's going to be a good player when he gets older. He's good now, but he'll be better when he gets older. Also, Joe Russo, who's he's got a shot. Also, we have Scott Iowa Schultz, who's the dominating force in the middle. He can be either the outcome. He can make the outcome of the game either a win or a loss, basically. And then you also have the Mr. Athletic Nick Romeo, who he's just an awesome athlete. Lacks the basketball skill, but he definitely makes up for it in the athletic ability. And then you have the 4-year player Mike Peischel, who really he controls the tempo not only in football, but he really controls the tempo in basketball, being the point guard.
Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. After a 5-game winning streak, the boys ended their season with a record of 11-13. Congratulations to all.
The Wayne Hills girls fencing team, with dedicated coaches and inspired players, has worked hard to reach their new goals and continue to improve their skill as they play. Through their hard work, they eventually won the Passaic County tournament. Let's take a look.
I am the coach, and my job is to get them prepared for a whole series of meets.
And we do take beginners because most people don't fence until they come to the high school. So we take beginners, and of course it goes all the way up to seniors who are more advanced. Kind of a cooperative venture. So what we've got is we have upperclassmen teaching the beginners. We have beginners teaching beginners. We have coaches, and I have a helper. We teach kids as well. So it's a combination. Sometimes we physically teach, sometimes we observe as two kids fencing, and then we say, you need to do this, you need to do that. Sometimes we do it independently and one-on-one. We also teach in groups because I have a fairly large team. And so if you just give individual lessons, we'd never finish. For about 2.5 hours, 6 days a week. So we practice during midterms and finals, and we practice during vacations, like all varsity teams. First, of course, every student gets to pick a blade that she wants to do. We have fencing has 3 different blades. One is a smaller blade, which is a foil, and it's lighter. We have a medium-sized blade, which is a saber, which is kind of slashing. And then we have the epee, which is large and heavy.
Well, we're county champions, which is really good, and our sabers and foils did really well in states. The sabers got 10th, and the foils got 12th. So we did pretty well this year. The sabers, their target area is from waist up, and they have to have a certain thing called right of way, which they get by sticking their arm out basically before the other person. Foils also have right of way, but their target area is only like a one-piece bathing suit. And epees you can hit anywhere, and there is no right of way. When we won counties, it was kind of like really cool because we hadn't done our last meet. We had won, and it was kind of, down spirits and everything, but when it was figured out that we had won counties, it made everyone feel better.
Along with many other Wayne Hills High School sports, the bowling team is tearing through their competition with great skill and sportsmanship. Coach Kioff, along with Captain Jackie Goldstein and co-captain Nikki Rule, have been closely watching the team members improve their game and increase their wins.
I started bowling in a T-ball league when I was 8, and I've been bowling since then, so about 6 years. The captains are very good on the team. They encourage everyone. They're very motivating. When you get down, they just tell you what you're doing wrong, you adjust, and everything's good. I think that's the captain's job, to have control over the team. I think the coach is more there for supervision and inspiration and giving tips. And the captains did a really good job this year of helping out. They told us what we were doing wrong, got our hopes up, always made sure we were positive.
I've been bowling for 3 years now, hope to continue on 4, and I enjoy it a lot. I would hope to be a senior captain on the bowling team on varsity next year, and I have high hopes. Counties were okay. I mean, some of our team was bowling awesome, the other people, it wasn't a bad game. It was decent. And we came in second, even though Clifton, beat Clifton next year. That would be a big priority, being captain.
Samantha Beasley, and she's in her junior year, and she's been bowling on varsity for 3 years now, and is hoping to become a co-captain Nikki Rule next year, who is also a junior. She's been a great part to the team. She's helped out in many games and situations that some of us would freeze up in, and she's been very good towards encouraging the team and just being into the game and cheerful at all times and keeping all of us happy. The next slot is Alyssa Duclos. She's a sophomore, and this is her first year on varsity. She started out last year, but she ended up getting off the team by her choice. And she just, she's had I'm not even going to exaggerate, maybe 8 to 10 200 games, which have been over 200, and she won high series and high game in the entire league. So that's great, and she received a trophy for our team, and we got recognition for that. She just adds like spirit to the team, and she's great competition and a great bowler. The third slot is senior Jackie Goldstein, and she's been on varsity for her 4th year. So she's been, she's our captain this year, and she's just been great with encouraging us. And, we're gonna miss her next year, but hopefully Nikki Rule, who we all think is a great captain, can fill in her slot. And we're gonna miss her a lot. So good luck to her. And then we have me in the 4th slot. And then we go to Nikki Rule, who was our co-captain this year. So this year we had a great bowling team, and next year we hope to take 1st place and conquer the teams that we couldn't beat this year.
At Wayne Hills High School, you can find many amazing teachers in all different fields of learning. This year, there were many new teachers added to the staff. Here's a preview of some of them.
When I was in college, I majored in home economics, but I elected not to go into that field after college because teachers' salaries were low and the job opportunities were pretty slim. So I went into the corporate world and worked over 20 years at AT&T.
I teach U.S. History 1 and World Geography. My students are very enthusiastic about their learning, and before this, I was an inside sales rep at a machine parts company.
I'm Dana Mazzaro, and I teach chemistry at Wayne Hills High School. I worked in industry for about 10 years at a company that makes blood analyzers for hospital labs. And I went to school. I got my associate's degree in chemical technology at County College of Morris, and then I transferred to Montclair State University, where I completed a chemistry degree, bachelor's degree, and with a minor in physics, and I got my teaching certification in physical science.
Hi, my name is Ms. Hazelman. I teach graphic arts and 1 class of CAD. I graduated from Millersville University up in Nowhere, Pennsylvania, and I am from North Jersey. What else you want me to say? I enjoy working in the Wayne school system.
Hello, my name is Mr. Calabres. It's my first year here at Wayne Hills High School. Basically, before I came here, I taught a year at Fairlawn High School, and before that, I was finishing up my master's program at Montclair State University. I teach biology. Basically, that means I have freshmen. I really enjoy teaching here. The kids are really nice. I haven't had any problems, and I look forward to having a long career here.
My name is Mrs. Fritz, and I'm a special ed teacher, and this is my first year at Wayne Hills High School, and I taught for 5 years at George Washington Middle School, also in Wayne, and it has been an interesting transition for me. Some of the students in the school I know from when they were in middle school, but most of them I don't know. And I have discovered that high school kids are not just big middle schoolers. They're a whole new experience, and I'm enjoying getting to know them and learning how to work with them. I'm having a great time. I work with wonderful teachers in the school, and I think that the kids at Wayne Hills are very lucky to have the kind of teachers that they have here.
Each and every year, the incoming freshmen come to Wayne Hills on freshman orientation night to get a first-hand glimpse at what high school is all about. Join us right now as we take a look at how the peer leaders give a new batch of 8th graders a crash course in High School 101.
Hi, I'm Matt Bowe. I'm a student council representative for the junior class of 07. Recently went to freshman orientation and I led a tour. The purpose of freshman orientation is to let the incoming class get a little more oriented to the school and the new wing in particular, because not many people know about it. Just got added on last year. And really we just want to give these kids a sense of comfort. You know, they're pretty scared coming in as freshmen and see all these older classmen. So we give them a tour, they see a video kind of explaining all the different electives they can take, and refreshments in the commons.
February 7th, we had an evening program of freshman orientation, which was attended by about 700 people, the incoming 8th graders, and one or both of their parents. At 6:30, we had a technology preview before the actual program in the auditorium, in which the prospective 9th graders were invited to come down to the technology department, and the staff explained a lot of the technology electives to them. And at 7 o'clock, the program started in the auditorium. We had a musical interlude by the Jazz Rock Ensemble as the parents and the students were coming into the auditorium. We had some comments, an introduction on life in high school by me, Mrs. Moore, the supervisor of guidance. We had some remarks by Mr. Markowick, our principal, Mrs. Cynthia Randino, our assistant superintendent. We had a few words from Adam Fitzpatrick, who is our student council president, on his experiences in Wayne Hills over the past 4 years. We also had a presentation by Detective Christian Wittig on the Be Proud program, which is going to be instituted into the schools in the fall. After the formal comments of the program, we were presented with a video presentation of about a 16-minute video produced by the Advanced TV Production class, which is always the highlight of the evening. It's a very well done video of life at Wayne Hills. After this, the students and their parents were invited to go on tours of the building that were presented by the peer leaders and the student council advisors. When the tours were finished, everyone was invited back to the Commons for refreshments and for also if they had any questions from the department chair people, and they were also able to see a lot of the various electives had set up displays and some of the exhibits of some of their activities.
Thanks for joining us for this month's edition of Patriot Pride. Once again, I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Matt. Tune in next month as we take a preview of the spring sports. See you.